Okay, GCC Pass 2, we did our make install, and that part is done. Now we're not finished totally with the package yet. We need to link symbolic verbose GCC tools to bin CC. Cool. Now we have to perform our little check again and see if everything went fine, or is going fine, I should say. Okay. So echo that into dummy.c. Let me say cc dummy.c. Okay, and read elf l a.out and grep for c tools. Okay, you got a back output like that, or if you have a 64-bit version, something along the lines of that with XV664 in it. Okay, and we need to, well, I can remove now dummy.c a.out. I'm also going to remove my GCC extracted directory star. Oh shit. Remove recursive verbose GCC build GCC 492 and make it quiet. Okay, we're in the background, as I say. Now onto TCL. We can breathe a sigh of relief for a minute. Things are going to calm down a little bit until we get into the next chapter. So be easy. It's okay. cd into Unix .run configure prefix equals tools. And let's see if we can do this. And I can do make and make install. Okay. And let's see, point SBUs. Test suites. Okay, test suites. There will be mandatory tests, and then there are not so important tests. Okay. Now, I'm going to skip all the tests that I possibly can. There will be tests that are, supposed to be run, and we will touch on those, and we'll have to do them if they're considered critical. But if they're not mandatory, and you just want to get your OS up and running, and you're not some type of developer trying to, pinpoint out errors or count errors, right, you can skip the tests as well. Okay, but there will be critical tests that we have to perform, so we cannot skip them. But to save time, I will skip the tests. Okay, and there's more on that about tests and test suites and blah blah blah. Okay, even if you want to do it to be sure, here is a warning. As per documentation, says compilation not complete. As discussed earlier, running the test suite is not mandatory for the temporary tools here in this chapter. This is on this particular test, but the same threat exists throughout all the tests that you may run during this part of the chapter anyway. The next part of the chapter, maybe not so much. So to run a test suite anyway, you should follow command. Okay, TCL test suite may experience errors under certain host conditions that are not fully understood. Okay, you're going to open up a can of worms on yourself if you look at the errors. Okay, therefore test suite failures here are not surprising and are not considered critical. Okay, blah blah blah. So, in other words, some tests that you may run, you'll get errors, and if you don't know what's going on, you may panic. Okay, and say, oh god, screwed up my install. That's not the truth. Okay, and even too, some tests that you may run may check for things that we don't even have compiled, extracted, or installed, or anything else yet. So errors are bound to happen. In all reality, TCL is only probably the 4th or 5th program that we actually have linked up to the toolchain, if anything. Okay, we do not have an operating system yet. We're just pretty much feeding off the host. So if you want to put that into aspect or perspective as far as test suites go, you only have 4 programs. Errors will happen, and you know, testing is really not important right now. Or some that we have to test, and they will be coming up. So, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.